Hi, good people. Happy Tuesday. I'm once again keep promise to myself. That is my motto. Today, March 25th, a month ago from my birthday. This is the very best day of my life. Thank you, Jesus. So, another reading. I promised myself 5 videos today. So, another reading. Remember, if you're in the vicinity, go out and buy When You're a Targeted Individual by Sharon Davis. I like this A1 creation. It always seems like it's cotton in the South, in my ancestors, in the sweltering sun. Although I'm sure it was more harrowing experience than the picture represents. Thank you, ancestors, for your service. Okay, I'm back for the next chapter or two. Tell me what you think about the cover, if nothing else. I think it's cute, but I don't know if it fits. I forget our hours until Sunday, September 27th. I chased down the mail truck a while ago to get my wig. He was at the Ark House. Some will still paint off the wall. I am grateful that I had the presence of mind to do that. Normally they come way before dark. Just exhausted me before they get started. The sun looking like 2011 and the smell of meat no good from the red line of your color affects all. This was in the winter, I think, of the second year of the COVID. It was dark around November, so it was like dark at 6 o'clock. The weekend the first bank fell, ironically, I was in the throes of canceling recurring payments to charities that I could no longer afford for now. The Greater Chicago Food Depository was an organization that I volunteered with in 2016 and then gave to in the last couple of years, an allotment out of my paycheck. Funny, the food bank box was GCFD, and it was a snafu in the making, and that I didn't know I needed a card. Me, like a credit card? The items had already been placed in my cart, so one of the workers just waved me on. After I was laid off, I went to a church. I've been to a food bank twice, and depending who's there, you feel like you're begging. Some of them are pretty nice and welcoming. The first one I went to, the lady was saying how I needed a card, otherwise I would have to go somewhere else. But the guys they had already packed it in my car. Good thing I had a car then, and they just waved me on because I'm like, what, like a credit card? I could jog on Sunday mornings before the mayoral elections. Phone was her link, and they made her a tech phone, a level of learning to keep phone charged, and where you can find it, the landline was just fine. I heard you say God has all the power. When you're black, you get redlined on so many levels. Spoiled food delivered to your disreputable zip code. And then only a refund, and that is supposed to be enough. A yard that is mostly inoperable because no one wants to be seen by female perverts and their male murderers counterparts, which is what happens when you go out to clean up the yard, whether it's 10 in the morning or 10 at night. I'm television, people. I'm television. I'm your next entertainment. Let us entertain you. A year ago, calls, updates every day on weekly progress. She didn't know her tears could drop like Denzel's. Wow, is it like the never ending story? And from one eye? I always just last week called for a dozen shots heard, and in a week, a 15-year-old killed, excuse me, and a 37-year-old on Friday. And so I hope they hear the dogs and ticket those people. I will be glad when that conveyance and dispensary of hell does, like the house, and fly away. Maybe dog deaths would incur the wrath of the politicians. Maybe dog slaughters would incur action. What do you think? Where I heard that milk is not good for you and that humans don't need milk once they become teens and adults, and that the mother's milk is what humans are supposed to have, not a cow's milk. Strongly disagree. I love, love, love milk. That's why some people are lactose intolerant. Dairy causes inflammation, and we are told it builds bones, when actually I am carrying a whole gallon of possible inflammatory material. And that is why some people have to look at their own personal best. Our minds are shackled. Everything that they say, consider it not true or partly true or outright lie. Mind you, Jesus, the restraining order just ended September 28th last month. Idle mind is the devil's workshop is a fact. How can you have dozens of kids and still always be at a house and drinking out the bottle or watching? Keep watching for my FOID card, Lord. I know the moment a male relative puts his hands on me, I'm going to jail for good, for sure. Trying to reach 70 without going to jail. Trying to reach 70 without getting a record. 10 more months. God, thank you.